Okay, so are you ready to go? Because today we are diving deep into the world of Stranger Things.
I am definitely ready.
Great, because our listener wants to know all about it.
Sounds good.
So we're going to take a deep dive into the premise, the characters, and all the strange things happening in Hawkins.
Perfect.
I have to say, I totally get the fascination with this show.
Yeah.
It's got like a total grip on pop culture.
Right.
Um, but what do you think it is about Stranger Things that makes it so captivating?
Well, I think it's that 80s nostalgia mixed with sci-fi horror and like the coming of age element.
Right.
And it just feels familiar and fresh at the same time.
Yeah.
And it sparks like this sense of wonder, but also danger
I see what you mean.
that kind of draws you in.
Yeah, it does.
And it plays with our collective memory of that era.
Totally.
The music, the fashion, and it felt like simpler times back then.
Oh, for sure.
But then it throws in these extraordinary events that turned everything upside down.
Literally.
Yeah, literally and figuratively.
That's such a good point.
Thanks.
About the 80s nostalgia. So, for our listener who maybe has only heard whispers about Demogorgons,
Right.
can you set the scene for us?
Of course.
What is the basic premise of Stranger Things?
All right, so picture this.
Go.
Hawkins, Indiana in the 1980s.
Okay.
A group of young friends, their lives are turned upside down when one of them vanishes.
Oh, no.
And their search leads them to uncover like secret government experiments, terrifying supernatural forces,
Whoa.
and this mysterious girl
Okay.
with extraordinary abilities.
Interesting.
And the show, it's just beautifully intertwines the ordinary lives of these kids,
Right.
these extraordinary events that unfold,
I see.
and it just creates this really captivating blend of reality and fantasy.
Okay. So, we've got vanishing friends, we've got government secrets, a girl with special powers.
Mm-hmm.
The intrigue is real.
Absolutely.
You mentioned this group of friends.
Right.
What is it about these characters that makes them so compelling?
Each character is so well defined, you can't help but feel connected to them. You've got Mike, Dustin, Lucas, and Will,
Okay.
and they're the core group
Okay.
that are obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons.
I see.
And their love for the game actually becomes a framework for understanding the strange things that are happening around them.
That's cool.
And then there's 11.
Okay.
She escapes from a mysterious lab, and she possesses telekinetic and psychokinetic powers.
Wow.
Yeah, and we can't forget Joyce.
Oh, yeah.
Will's mother, and her relentless determination to find her son is like a driving force in the story.
So it sounds like the show explores those like classic coming-of-age themes.
Mm.
Like friendship and facing your fears,
Yeah.
but with a supernatural twist.
Exactly. These kids experience the usual trials of adolescence. First loves, schoolyard bullies, family issues,
Right.
all while battling interdimensional monsters and government conspiracies.
And that's intense.
And the show just masterfully intertwines these relatable experiences with the fantastical,
Yeah.
which makes the characters even more endearing and the stakes feel much higher.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the strange things.
Okay.
Can you delve a bit deeper into this upside down
Sure.
and the creatures that inhabit it, but like without spoiling anything for our listener?
Right. Okay. So the upside down,
Yes.
it's a parallel dimension, a dark reflection of our world.
Okay.
It's cold, desolate, and full of danger.
Sounds fun.
It is, think of it as a twisted mirror image where everything is familiar but like utterly wrong.
Creepy.
It is creepy.
Yeah.
And one of the primary threats there is the Demogorgon.
Okay.
It's a predatory creature with a terrifying appearance, and it has a taste for human flesh.
Well, that's not good.
It's really not.
Yeah.
But what's truly unsettling about the Upside Down
Yeah.
is its psychological impact on those who encounter it.
Right.
It represents the unknown, the fears that lurk beneath the surface of our reality.
So the upside down is a manifestation of our fears.
Exactly.
That's a chilling thought.
It is.
Wow. So given what we've discussed, would you recommend Stranger Things to our listener?
Absolutely. If you are drawn to sci-fi horror or coming-of-age stories,
Right.
Stranger Things is a must-watch.
Okay.
It's a masterclass in storytelling. It blends nostalgia thrills and heartfelt moments.
I love that.
Yeah, and it'll keep you on the edge of your seat while making you reflect on the power of friendship and courage.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking us on this deep dive into Stranger Things.
You're welcome.
I'm ready to binge watch the entire series now.
You should.
And for our listeners, here's a question to ponder.
Okay.
If you found yourself in Hawkins, facing similar strange occurrences,
Yeah,
what would your approach be?
that's a good question.
Would you investigate? Would you run for the hills? Would you call the Ghostbusters?
Right.
Let us know your thoughts and be sure to check out Stranger Things.
Yes.
Definitely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.